Daska, let's go deeper, because apartheid was not chaos. It was not accidental. It was not a product of its time. It was engineered carefully, coldly, with laws. Not laws to protect people, laws to protect privilege. Apartheid understood one thing very well. If you control the law, you control reality. So the apartheid state did not only use guns, it used paper, ink, stamps, courts. They criminalized existence. Black life itself became illegal. Without a permission, the past laws were not paperwork. They were chains. A black person could be arrested for standing, for walking, for breathing in the wrong place at the wrong time, without the right document. Millions were arrested, not for crimes, for being alive. But here's where corruption enters. These laws created power, and power created profit. Police officers extorted bribes to lose a pass violation. Officials sold permits that should have never existed. Factories paid the state to ensure a steady supply of cheap and trapped labor. If workers could not move freely, they could not demand better wages. If workers could not organize, companies could exploit without consequence. Apartheid law was not just racist, it was economically strategic. Let's talk about labor. Mining companies did not discover gold alone. They discovered a system where black men were forced into hostels, away from their families, away from their land, away from their dignity. Migrant labor was not tradition, it was design. Men worked underground for months, paid barely enough to survive, their health destroyed, their lives shortened, and the state made it legal. No unions, no protection, no voice. If a worker resisted, the law sided with the company, always. Now let's talk about courts. People like to say there was law and order under apartheid. Ask yourself, order for who? Justice for who? The courts upheld forced removals, upheld bannings, upheld detentions without trial. Judges enforced law that stripped people of citizenship in their own country. Homelands were declared independent, not because people voted for them, but because the law said so. Suddenly, millions of black people were foreigners in the land of their ancestors, stateless, disposable, and the courts called it legal. Now this is important. Corruption is not only stealing money. Corruption is using the system to benefit a few while harming many and calling it lawful. Apartheid law turned injustice into procedure, oppression into policy, violence into administration. And when the people resisted, the law changed again. New emergency regulations, new powers, more secrecy, detention without trial, torture behind closed doors, death in police cells explained away as suicide. Files disappeared, evidence vanished. Families were left with silence. The law protected killers, not the killed. Here's the truth that many avoid. Apartheid did not survive because everyone believed in it. It survived because it was profitable, because the law made exploitation efficient, because corruption was not a side effect, it was a system. Mdanaskai, when people say, why can't we just follow the law? Ask them, which one? The one that stole the land, the one that trapped the labor, the one that protected thieves in suits. Law without justice is violence with paperwork. In episode 3, we expose how big business, banks, international partners kept apartheid alive long after the world said it was wrong. Follow for more History Decoded.